Hi guys! Alright, so today's video is going to be my Q&A video where I answer all of your guys' questions. About 2 or so weeks ago I posted a video up where you guys can ask me as many questions as you guys would like to kind of get to know me a little bit better. And I kind of looked over some of the questions and a lot of you guys were interested in my breakup with Ryan and just kind of like guys in general. And this kind of Q&A video was asking like a lot of advice, kind of like boy related. So it should be interesting and fun. If you guys have any other questions, you guys can put them in the comments down below and I'll film a whole nother video on that, answering your guys' questions. But I'm going to be putting this video into 2 different parts just because some of the questions I have to get kind of more elaborated, and I feel that this video will probably be like 20 or so minutes long and I don't really want to do that. I just kind of want to split it up in 2 different parts. So I'll be putting part 2 down below in the description box, so definitely go and check that out. So let's get right into it. Alright, so question number 1 is, do you believe in the fact that guys need to approach a girl, or can a girl approach a guy they like? Advice. Alright, so my personal opinion on it is I think that it can kind of go both ways. I think that it can go 50-50. I know some guys are really shy, and I know girls are a lot more shy than guys are, but I think that it can go both ways. I think that if you are really feeling the guy and you honestly like really like them, and you see that something can kind of, you know, go a little further than just friends, and you feel that you can kind of, you know, be boyfriend and girlfriend, and you want to make, you know, the next step, definitely I think that the girl can approach the guy. I know it's a little bit different, but I think that guys kind of like it when a girl approaches a guy. It shows that they're really confident and that you kind of go after what you want. And I know it's, you know, you're very used to guys, you know, approaching you and things like that. I'm talking to this guy now, and we worked together for about a year or so, and we're now starting talking. I'll get more into it later because I think there's a question about him in here. But when we first started talking, he went to Arizona, and he was gone for like a whole week, and that's like when we first started talking, really liked each other. It was kind of hard because we didn't see each other or whatever for about a whole week, and that's like when we really started liking each other. And like a couple of days before he got home, I texted him, and I was so like nervous to get his response, and I said we should hang out when you get back. And it was kind of my approach, just because I really was, you know, feeling him, and I really liked him, and I wanted to hang out with him outside of like work and stuff and see if we actually had that connection. And I was like so nervous, I had to have my sister read the text message to see what he said. So I definitely think that it can kind of go both ways, and he did say yes. He actually told me that it's about time that I asked him, because he actually asked me before and I kind of avoided the question because it's just kind of when I was going through like my breakup and stuff and just wasn't really like wanted to date. But definitely I think that it can go both ways. If you are a girl watching this and you want to approach a guy that you like and want to ask them on a date, definitely I say go for it. So question number 2 is, why did you decide to start making YouTube videos? Actually, my sister got me into it. It was the summer of 2009. I just graduated high school, and she was watching YouTube videos. I think she was watching Juicy Star 07, and she was telling me, hey, we should start making videos. So went into my room. We both made like a what's my purse tag video, and it's not up anymore. And I don't know, I just kind of started getting into it the more and more I watched videos. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't really that interested in makeup. I just graduated high school. I never even really wore makeup. I was very like natural. I pretty much just wore like mineral foundation, and I was good to go. And then just watching videos on YouTube, like makeup related videos, I just started buying more and more makeup, and I'm like obsessed with it. It's like one of my hobbies, and yeah, I mean, I like it because I have my sister, so we can kind of do it together and stuff. So I would definitely say my sister made me start videos, and I like it. So question number 3 is, how do people around you take that you do YouTube videos? Of course my sister knows, because we kind of started doing it, and I absolutely love it because you always have someone to talk to about it and you can kind of relate to each other. My ex, you guys all know, Ryan, knows, and it's kind of, I don't know, you get kind of nervous telling a guy just because you know how kind of guys think about the whole like makeup and stuff like that. You don't really know how they're going to react. But I told him through a text message, and he was really supportive through it. You guys all know that him and I made pretty much a lot of videos together here on YouTube. We made tags. We did like the day in the life videos and things like that. They are still up on my channel. You guys can check it out. Probably will take them down soon. But yeah, I mean, he really he liked it. He supported me through it and stuff. The only thing that he did not really like was me buying makeup, and he thought that was just pretty much wasting my money. But I like it. I think it's a passion of mine, and I think I'm probably going to do it like as a career or as like a side kind of job later on. And then my family, my parents don't really exactly know. I never really like sat down with them and told them. But I mean, I always bring my camera out and stuff like that, so I'm sure they pretty much know and they'll support me through anything. Um, Next question is, how are you so skinny and do you work out or what do you do to stay fit? To tell you guys the truth, I don't do anything. I just have a really fast metabolism. Um, a lot of my family, they always like tell me that I'm super skinny and like how do I like stay fit. I don't do nothing. I work at a fast food restaurant. I work at McDonald's to be exact, and I've worked there for about a year. I mean, the first couple of months, I think maybe about 8 or so months, I didn't really eat McDonald's at all. I never really like cared for it. It wasn't like my first like fast food choice, but now it's kind of like my first fast food choice just because I get a discount and it's just pretty much there. And I'm always there. I always work, and whenever I have like my 30-minute break or my 10-minute break, I always at least eat something just because it's convenient. Um, so I pretty much eat fast food every single day of my life, and I don't eat that much of like a home cooked meal that much anymore. I used to eat it probably about 7 days a week, and now I probably eat it twice a week, which is pretty bad. And I don't know how I don't gain so much weight, but I guess I have fast metabolism. It probably will catch up to me when I'm older, but I don't really do anything. I mean, I used to like run and like jog and I hike in the summer, but I don't really do that much, which is kind of, I don't know. I don't know what I do to kind of stay so skinny, but like I said, it'll probably catch up to me later on. Next question. What's one thing you can't live without? Um, I don't know if this is materialistic or if it's like beauty related, but I will say beauty related. One thing, like a makeup item, I would have to say foundation. I mean, I wouldn't say I have perfect skin, but I wouldn't say I have bad skin. Kind of in between. I do have like blemishes and natural redness and stuff, so I would say foundation just to kind of even out my skin tone. And then materialistic thing, I would say my cell phone because I absolutely love my phone. I go on Facebook, I go on Twitter, things like that, and I always am texting my friends and my family and things. So it's just kind of a way that you can keep in contact with people that don't live in your city or state or whatever. So definitely say my phone, which I think a lot of teenagers or young adults would say. Next question, favorite candy bar. I'm not a huge sweet tooth. One thing I don't know if you guys know about me, but I don't really like chocolate, which is kind of strange. Since I am a girl and girls like love chocolate, I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't like dark chocolate, and I would say my favorite candy bar, I guess, would have to be Butterfinger, Take Five. Those are good. And one thing, it's not really a candy bar, but it's candy. Chocolate covered gummy bears. Those are like my favorite things right now. I absolutely love them. So yeah, I would have to say just those few things. And I like anything like Sour Patch Kids, things like that. If I had like I know Butterfinger and Take Five, they have some chocolate in it, but if I'm gonna eat candy, I would just kind of go towards things a little bit more like Sour Patch Kids, things like that. I don't really go for like chocolate if I'm like craving like sweets or whatever. Number 7, how are you and your family's relationship? With my parents, my relationship with them is really good. My parents are divorced. They've been divorced since I was 5 years old. And my relationship with my dad, I would say, is a lot more better than it is with my mom. I have a really close relationship with my dad. Relationship. I can't talk today. With my dad, I'm like daddy's little girl. I can talk to him about anything. I can tell him anything and everything, and he always gives me advice. I like that both my parents, no matter if I like open up to them, I tell them anything about like if I'm having a situation with my friends or my boyfriend at the time or whatever. Like they won't judge me or anything. I don't know. My mom, I mean, they want me to make my mistakes to learn from them, but my mom doesn't really like me to make mistakes. She kind of wants to, help me through it and stuff like that. She kind of wants to prevent it, which I understand because they've been through pretty much everything. But my relationship with my mom, it was kind of iffy, like growing up. I mean, we're pretty much alike. We look exactly alike. We have kind of like the same personality and stuff, so we kind of butt heads a lot. But I would say now, since I'm older, I'm 20 now, we get along better now. But my relationship with my parents are really good. My relationship with my sister is amazing. She's of course my twin. We're a little similar, but we are very different. But yeah, I like having, she's pretty much like my best friend. So yeah. And then my relationship with my brother, he's 28 years old, and he lives, actually we have a cottage in the back of my house. He lives back there, but I barely see him. I don't really have that good of a relationship with him as I do with my sister, but whenever we get together on holidays and stuff, it's amazing. I know he always has my back, so my relationship with my family is pretty good. Are you looking for another boyfriend? I wouldn't say I'm looking exactly. I mean, I've been broken up with Ryan for about 3 or so months, I believe, since like this summer, and I'm not exactly looking for a guy. I can tell you guys right now, I'm not really used to being single. I always, like, whenever I get out of a relationship, I kind of always jump into it. But now I kind of like that I am single. I mean, I am talking to someone, like I told you guys, but we're kind of taking it slow. We're not boyfriend or girlfriend. I do talk about him sometimes, like on Twitter and Facebook and stuff. I know some of you guys are friends with me on Facebook, and I post pictures and everything. Um, but yeah, I'm not looking for one. I mean, if things go, the way that I want them to go, and they end up me and this guy Robbie being together, which I'm pretty sure they will. It's just we're just kind of taking it slow and taking each day a step at a time. We're just taking day by day kind of thing. But yeah, if it happens, it happens. I'm not exactly really looking for it or anything. How old are you? I am 20 years old. I will be turning 21 on February 28th, which I'm excited about. How did you and your ex break up, and what exactly happened? I kind of talked about this a little bit in my update video, that I didn't really want to lay it all out to you guys, because it's a little personal. And I mean, I know that he does of course know about my YouTube videos, and he did watch them, and I don't know if he still does now. But I can tell you guys, this is, I don't know, I just feel like, I mean, you guys know that we kind of, I don't know if some of you guys may know, we took a break for about 4 or so months, last November through like February-ish, and I pretty much kind of gave him, if he, I don't know how to explain it because I don't really want to get it, like I don't really want to say everything out here, but I kind of told him that he needed to change some things. And so then I gave him another chance, and things were going good, but then they just kind of went downhill. And it just got to the point where I realized I just wasn't really happy anymore, and I needed to kind of get out of the relationship. And I'm so much happier. I don't know if that sounds bad, but I mean, I do still care about him as a person. I don't talk to him anymore. We don't have any contact with each other whatsoever. I mean, we talked a little bit after the breakup, but we both know that there's no way we're going to get back together ever. We were together for about a year and 4 months, and we had a lot of ups and downs. I would definitely say there was probably a lot more downs than there were ups, but I mean, I was happy with him. Just towards the end, I realized I was just kind of changing myself for him, and it just wasn't the Ashley that I was. A lot of my family would tell me that I just wasn't myself, and I just kind of needed to get out of it, and that's kind of all I really want to say about it. And yeah, I mean, I do still care about him as a person. We're just not together, and yeah, that's kind of exactly what happened. It wasn't like a really good, it wasn't like both of us decided to break up. I pretty much broke up with him, and it wasn't really that good of a thing. Next question. How are you holding that? How are you handling the recent breakup, and have you moved on? I think I'm handling it pretty well, exactly, especially since what happened. The first couple of weeks, I would say, was really tough for me, but it was during the summer, and I pretty much I worked so much during summer. I worked 6 days a week, so I would say pretty much working got my mind off of it so much, and just hanging out with my family and friends, like, I just totally kind of like forgot about it. And I just needed to surround myself with just my family, friends, just people with positive energy, and just who loved me, to kind of get my mind off of it. And have I moved on? Yes, I have moved on. I don't have any feelings towards him anymore. So yeah. How long have you worn glasses, and how much do you see without them? As you guys can tell, I have my glasses on right now, and the questions are like on my notebook down here, and I can't see anything without them. If I take them off, I'll be completely blind. I cannot read the questions whatsoever, and I've had them since I was in 2nd grade. If you wore a scent at Bath & Body Works, what scent would you be? I would definitely say I would be Twilight Woods. I absolutely love that scent. It's like my go-to fall and winter scent. I will be will be posting my top 8 fall scents soon, so definitely look out for that. But yeah, I absolutely love that scent. It's amazing. Has a little bit of vanilla in it. It's very woodsy and musky. It's the best scent ever. And next question: if you were granted 3 wishes, what would you wish for and why? Um, I have no idea. I guess one wish would probably just go to maybe like a tropical place or whatever and just kind of like relax with my family. And I don't know the other 2 wishes. But I'll think of them and I'll put them somewhere around here. Okay, last question for part 1 is, what is one skill you don't have but would want to have? I don't know if it's really like a skill, but I guess kind of to improve the skill that I kind of have is probably to just work on my makeup skills, because I know there's a ton of makeup artists out there that are absolutely amazing. Just kind of work on them and kind of get to their level. So I would probably say something like that. And maybe also kind of like draw better, because I suck at drawing. And they're like, one of my friends, he always posts like pictures and stuff on Facebook, and he's absolutely amazing at drawing. He's very creative, so I'd probably say like having like that drawing kind of skill. But yeah, that is all of the questions for part 1. I'm gonna go film part 2, so definitely look out for it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Go and check out part 2. Bye guys.